I got it.
It's there.
No sounding dive yet.
Where is it now?
Still got it. I don't think that's it.
No, I don't either, but it's a whale. There you go.
Pretty sure it's still there.
Tell me what's going on with you right now.
I'm ripped to pieces right now.
Why?
We got too much to do in too little time. I think last week, or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we've had more to do in a single day than I can possibly get done. And that's just been compounding. And now we have 5 days until we leave. Now I don't know if we can fit the hardtop through the gate at the top of the boat. So the backup plan maybe is to put it in the water and paddle it like a boat. It is foam and fiberless like a giant surfboard. I hope we don't have to do that.
We've been in this situation before, like when we were in Panama. It's happened. It's always in Panama, oftentimes, where we're about to undergo a crossing, whether it be across the Pacific or from the Caribbean, from Panama all the way to Florida. And so you're about to do something with the boat and with yourself that's such an undertaking, and you need to make sure that you're safe and ready to go. And it seems like it's always a hustle to get there. So like, anytime I've left Panama, basically, it takes every dollar we have. We're scrambling around trying to find parts, trying to find supplies, and we're spending more money than we have, really, just so that we can get out the door safely and have what we need. Because as soon as you hit the ocean, one, you're not going to be spending any money. Two, you're not going to be able to buy anything or do anything.
Wait a minute, we don't even know if this thing is safe or not.
Well, best way to find out is to get her out on the ocean, Kitty. If anything's gonna happen, it's gonna happen out there.
So, what day is it? It's Wednesday. We're leaving on Monday. We just primed the bar that our hardtop is going to be installed on. We still have to paint it. We're headed to the shop right now to go sand and paint the hardtop. And I think today we might bed some of the stanchions as well. So we're doing a lot. And we've got a lot left. Wish us luck.
And, when we were getting ready for the departure on the Hudson Canyon expedition, it was no different. We were still hustling to get the boat ready. Every moment of every day is dedicated to, and night is dedicated to getting the boat ready. You're waking up early, you're working long hours, you have all these things on a checklist that you need to have done before you depart.
So we're, I don't know, probably 5 days from departure, I think. And we have these hard tops that we're trying to finish up. It's Wednesday and we leave on Monday. And it's a really big charter for us. We're really excited about it, to go explore the Hudson Canyon. But we have so much to do before we leave. And including getting these hard tops that we're painting, which aren't perfect, but they look pretty good. Get them painted, installed. We're just gonna paint the bottom right now and then install them tomorrow. Plus redo all of our rigging, install our lifelines, install some stanchions, install some windows that still need to be replaced because those have been crazy difficult. And also all this stuff like provision for a 10-day charter offshore. So we are just totally consumed by everything right now. But nothing like a deadline. This paint I'm painting right now is kind of my take, I guess, on on paint blue, which is a color that's used in the Low Country on ceilings and around doors and windows and houses to ward away evil spirits or keep evil spirits out of your home. And so it's a little bit of a nod to Charleston and the Low Country, and it also happens to be a beautiful color. This is actually a little bit more seafoam. We mixed some colors together to get this.
Towards the end of the refit, that's where we were. It's just sort of hustling for that goal of departure. And what do you need? And that list starts changing as you get closer too. You know, maybe we don't need this, maybe we do need that, you know, and it starts, your priorities start fluctuating. And, you know, really what it comes down to is making sure the boat's safe. And so as long as we have that, we kind of work backwards from there.
Hey Trip, how many days till we leave?
What day is it? Thursday? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, I guess 3. However you want to look. We leave on the 4th day. So there's that. We have, you should see the back of the truck right now. Half of our cockpit cushions, the pulpit, a big
I don't know if you can see the way
A-frame
back.
sticking out the back.
There's a lot going on back there.
About 6 feet out the back of the truck, out of a 5-foot bed, we have a big A-frame for our plastic trawl, which means we'll take off our spinnaker pole. Hopefully we get our boom. That's the big kind of question now, is whether we have our boom in time. Our boat has all the parts on it. We'll have all the parts on it. Now we just need to put it all together.
So when we left for the Hudson Canyon expedition, it was, you know, basically a situation of no sleep, working so hard. Luckily I didn't get sick and Kira didn't get sick, you know, because we were just really pushing ourselves and spending every dollar we had, you know, scraping through, you know, here and there to figure out where we could, you know, find, you know, money to do X, Y, or Z, or, you know, pay for X, Y, or Z. And that's just sort of the way it is, you know, wet paint and broke. We had literally had wet paint on the boat the day we left. You know, we were finishing up non-skid and that sort of stuff, so.
So this is how we have to walk down the dock. Trip, can you explain why?
It's physics. Kira's weight makes this a lot easier.
I swear I'm not just catching a free ride. I'm helpful.
Well, hey there.
Oh my god. All right.
We're just driving along.
Oh, Trip. So we just finished painting the second coat on the bottom of our hardtops. Now we're headed over to pick up our pulpit and some stuff from the welders so that we can install those and bed them.
And wet them.
And then do some painting on the boat as well. We've got a few volunteers coming in today, so we're really, really grateful. And then later on, we will be installing our hardtop, which is terrifying. Trip, do you think we can do it?
We can do anything. You can do anything.
No, but do you think we can do it?
Of course.
In
Or I
time for
wouldn't be doing
Monday?
it. Yeah.
It's stressful.
It's intense, and it's a huge challenge, and
Paint on your ear.
there's not a lot of
Trip's ear paint.
room for error, but we can do it. Why is the traffic so bad? Because it's 9 o'clock.
So Trip just arrived back to the dock with the hardtop, and so yeah, the wind just picked up just a little bit, so it's gonna be like walking down the dock with a giant surfboard. It's gonna be great. There's 2 pieces, so one will go aft and one will go forward. And we actually just realized that this piece of hardware is in the way. Oops, didn't think about that. So yeah, we'll have a little bit of problem solving on the fly, but we're up to the task. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I am not stressed at all. What could possibly go wrong? We just just went to go leave to run some errands, and Chip just checked the bilge. We'd been filling up our water tank, and the bilge is full of water. We don't know why yet. The charter is in 2 days. We have charter guests arriving tomorrow. So, we'll see what happens. I'm a little stressed.
You know, all this work is leading up to departure. And for us this time, after this 8-month refit in Charleston, it's departure for the big thing. You know, the big, here we go. We've been talking about leaving. Now it's time to go. And we have our first research expedition taking straight off from that refit, which is sort of nuts.
So it's kind of like the final hours before we really get way out there.
It's 6:53 on Tuesday morning, and we're in Charleston. It's our last day, full day in town. We're going to run and get a bunch of things from houses that we've had, you know, just like clothes and parts and pieces and things that we just wanted off the boat during the refit. They've been in friends' houses and families' houses for like 7 or 8 months. So we're gonna go pick up the rest of that, run a bunch of errands, drop that stuff off, and that's just the start of the day. Try to get back to the boat and running around like 8:30. So then it's go all day, finish the last of our projects. I gotta like finish putting hardware on the hardtop to make sure that's nice and stable. Take our spinnaker pole off, go get our boom and put it back on the boat, which is probably gonna be the hardest thing I think of the day. It's super heavy. And do all sorts of stuff, and by 5 p.m., including provision, but by 5 p.m. we have some friends coming over for kind of like goodbyes and, you know, hang out for a little bit. So it's gonna be a busy day, but it's gorgeous out and it's cool out, and it's cool because of that north wind that's been keeping us in harbor. So that's really nice. The north wind kept us a couple extra days and allowed us like all this extra time to do other things and get the boat more ready. So and not sweat our butts off while we do it. So final day, I feel pretty good. How do you feel, Kira?
Good. Tired.
Kira last night said that she would be there and get up whenever I needed her to get up, which is really sweet because it was pretty early.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person.
What's amazing is that, you know, this project feels still like it's just started. You know, we're talking about just starting our first expedition, and we first started working on resilience and named resilience and got this whole project started 2 years ago. And so now we're at this point where we still feel like we're just starting, we're going, but we're starting to see that those first steps that we took, you know, that first leap we made, we're starting to see that pay off. We're starting to see that work come to fruition. We're starting to see those decisions pay off most of the time, and some of them we learn hard lessons, and we change what we do because of that. But if we hadn't started at all, if we hadn't taken those first steps, we wouldn't be here. And I think that the path that we're going down is similar to some, but also completely unique, and therefore, you know, we have to map it out ourselves, which is thrilling. And it is a lot of, you know, just go for it and figure it out.